I'm Nikki Doyle, founder of Dating Mediation. Realised I haven't done a video about myself and my channel, so I thought I would attempt this. This is probably about the fifth or sixth, so I'm probably a little bit jaded by then. So as you would see from the header, I'm a psychic and a medium and astrologer, and I use all different tools, but I am very much focused on helping people to move forward, to make changes in their lives. Now, that can be the fact that it's part of their support team. Because if you think about it, a lot of people who are in therapy are in talking therapies, and talking therapies rely on you to be able to feed back and delve in, like peeling an onion. And sometimes, a lot of these things that are manifesting in the present or in the more recent past have roots very deeply into our childhood, into our growing, part of our growth experience as children, as young adults. So we might not have quite a complete picture of what has actually happened. We only have a certain view. We might not see the whole thing. And one of the things that seers do, and fortune tellers, because obviously people have this negative connotation, but talking about fortune is just about seeing clearly. And when you see clearly events, it allows you to start unpacking it. And it can speed up your healing from trauma. Now, I don't think that this is I'm not saying that this is the only thing that you'll need. You'll still need to unpack it, and that's where your support team comes in. And I love being able to work with people who have that support team, so I can help them move along and give them that support on it. But it's part of a team, as I've said. But then also, you look at some people who are just going, I want different. I don't like where I am now. And most of the people who come to me have a question like, why am I still single? Why do I keep repeating this pattern? Why can't I get the job that I want? Why can't I move forward? And it's, if you don't understand what that block is, and sometimes you need a nudge, so somebody to help you unpack that. And this is kind of what I love doing, because when you do that, I love watching people looking forward to making changes in their lives, because even just wanting to make that change, you are already starting to change that energy and move on. And that, from an energetic to a physical side, remember that the first thing is that willingness, that energetic willingness to start and be open to it. And it kind of means everything starts moving. So the people who come to me, I've made a choice. They're committed to making changes. They're committed to finding out what is stopping them get ahead. And once you have that commitment, for me, I feel that that's where I want to use my mediumship. My psychic ability is to be able to give them a clear picture of how their present has been formed by the past, how our decisions sometimes are through the patterns that have been that were started in our childhood, and unpicking that, because really we all want to be happy. We all want, we all have a vision of what type of life we want, and if we aren't there, or we're not feeling that we're on the road to getting it, and if we're not feeling happy, then it's really good to start trying to do something about it. And there's so many different ways to do that. I'm not saying that this replaces therapy for certain situations, but it is really good for looking at the root cause. And that's where I kind of look, rather than looking at connecting you with your loved ones. There's lots of people who do that. I really want to focus on helping you find your own answers, finding being your own oracle as well. And people think that only certain people are intuitive, only certain people are psychic. Everyone is psychic. And even if you're just looking to uncover your why you aren't getting the life that you want, somewhere along the line, if you start understanding your body, your mind's responses to these, and the reason why you act in that way, or why sometimes you get certain gut reactions, and what do you do about those, and once you start being aware of those, you start being your own oracle. You start taking your own intuition seriously, and it's there to help you. Most people will say, I wish I did that. I know in my gut I shouldn't have done that, or I felt it in my waters, or something like that. And that is really your intuition speaking to you. Now, it can just be confirmation. do have clients come to see me for confirmation. It can be unpicking a whole mass where we take many different sessions and use different methods around that. Or it can just be the fact that it's confirmation and it's helping you get confidence and trust your own intuition, psychic ability, mediumship, whatever you want. It can help you. It can help you grow. So I really am looking to work with people who have made that decision that they want to make that change, and that is what I love right at the end of it. Because when you're working in a healing modality, which my focus is healing, then really it's about the person. I don't heal anyone. I help people to heal. I give them some information that will help them, or I help them move forward by taking them through certain strategies, certain things. Now that can be part of just them deciding to do that personally. It can be part of a bigger team, but it is, especially when you don't know what that root cause is, or you don't have the perspective to see that there was other things going on. This, I really enjoy this role, because it when you see that magic moment of somebody who just literally suddenly goes, oh, that realization, and that, well, whilst it doesn't, it might not break everything open, it just starts cracking things apart, and sometimes that's where you need to get to the root cause, get to that bottom, and it can speed up that light bulb moment. And I really enjoy watching people have that moment, because I know that things aren't going to be the same, because once you see it, it's really, you can't go back to how you were before, because now you know this, and that itself is always a magic moment. So I really also like working with mentoring. So a lot of videos you'll see will be of how do you what are your what are tips, because I've been professional for way too long that I'm going to admit. But there's things on divination in there. There are divination tools like tarot and pendulums, charms. I think there's some dice ones in there, astrology dice, and there's astrology too. But there's also other ones about how you trust your intuition. There's also general ones about power, about understanding your own power, and how we can get caught up in allowing situations to define us. So hopefully there is a lot of things for which really kind of cover my areas of interest and the areas that I work in. There are mediumship ones there, but you aren't going to, obviously, as I said earlier, you're not going to find me going to bringing forth messages from your loved ones. I'm more likely to channel messages from guides, or I'm going to share the wisdom of how you connect to your guide or how you connect to yourself, because really it's about empowering people, and that's essentially, even with breaking the finding that root cause and breaking through, because that empowers you. Once you know it, you can do something about it. And I'm not denominational, I'm not religious, I'm very much focused on helping people in kind of plain English. There's a lot of waffle in the kind of energetic, spiritual, mystical fields and the occult. There's a lot of waffle, but I'm very much about clearing through the shit and going, here are the mechanics, this is how it works, speaking to people in a language that works, rather than sometimes there's lots of different languages that don't really mean anything, and there's enough words really in the English dictionary to kind of be able to connect with people, because sometimes they do sound, hear people talking about transmuting and things like that, but if you don't know what that is, you hear about oh, you need to be grounded, you need to be present, but what does that mean and why is that important? And you'll find a lot of those videos there, and also just videos which go back to basics, like remembering to breathe, remembering to on shortcuts, thinking about how you cleanse your energy and your body too. So hopefully you'll see that in the videos that I do, they're very much focused on what I do, what I'm connected to. So you see a lot of my work through that. I'm always welcome to take questions, always interested to find out what people are interested in. Also, if you want to find out about my services, it's on damonmediation.com. And just drop me a line if you want to, if you have any questions, or you want to explore, or you kind of think I've missed a service and you'd be very interested in it, then let me know. This is Nikki, as I said, and I hope you enjoy my channel.